Yeah, I hate to criticize other punk bands for not standing up. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's calling people out. However, there's a reason why MAGA and Trump have created the atmosphere they have, because they've bullied people into silence.
Yeah, MAGA morons have a habit of bullying everyone from journalists to comedians and even musicians they don't like into silence, or at least attempting to.
The NFL just chose the Bad Bunny Rabbit or whatever his name is.
I never heard of him.
I'm not that knowledgeable about him, but it seems fine, and I don't know why it's a big deal. Seems like a great American artist, so sure.
He's not an American artist, but
he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
Yeah.
But another truly great American artist and his punk rock bandmates haven't been bullied into silence for over 30 years. The Boston icons that are the Dropkick Murphys, one of my favorite bands, sure as shit weren't gonna let that start today. Instead, they decided to flip the script on Trump and the MAGA boycott bullies by not only coming to Bad Bunny's defense in a very punk rock manner, but also by doing what they do best these days, trolling and humiliating MAGA with punk rock activism.
This is fucking high drama here. American made, sir, could you both turn backwards? Don't worry, no one's gonna. He just needs to check your tags on your shirt and your hat. Just need to see where they're made. No, the MAGA shirt, let's see where that's made.
Yeah, and unlike that guy's shirt, we are really American, so smash that like button and subscribe. And don't worry, I've included that full clip later on in the video, but let's first break down what Dropkick Murphys did today that got all the pansy MAGAT panties up in a bunch. Starting with this exclusive Rolling Stone article, Ken Hesse of Dropkick Murphys says, "I will go to the mat for the true American Bad Bunny." The frontman and activist is calling on artists to, quote, step up and speak out against Donald Trump's authoritarianism. And I'll play you this incredible video of him doing just that in a second, but I just really love how this article starts. It says, Massachusetts has a rich history of giving the middle finger to tyrants and bloated politicians, and the Dropkick Murphys have been providing the backing track to Boston's anti-authoritarianism since the 1990s. Already an outspoken critic of Donald Trump, as we'll see, frontman Ken Hesse is calling for the punk artists and musicians to, quote, never take shit from a bully and to stand up and push back against the president and his agenda.
My name is Ken Hesse, and I'm the lead singer of the band Dropkick Murphys. I'm so outspoken about what Trump's doing to America because I have a platform, the band has a platform, and we've been in existence for almost 30 years. And our political message has always been the same, standing up for workers' rights, social injustices. So if we've been outspoken even in times that were nowhere near as drastic as this, why would we not step up our level of activism as the stakes raise? You know, speaking up on this matter is probably cost the band fans, but that doesn't matter to us. So we'll keep doing what we do, and maybe we'll lose fans forever. Maybe they'll come back around someday. Yeah, I hate to criticize other punk bands for not standing up. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's calling people out. However, there's a reason why MAGA and Trump have created the atmosphere they have, because they've bullied people into silence. People say, oh, if I just keep my head down, I won't have my business affected by the MAGA troll army. I won't have a bullseye on my back. And it's like, your silence makes it harder for everybody. And part of the reason we speak out is not that we think we'll change anything on our own. We understand we're just a band. But if we can inspire one other band or 10 more of our fans to take a stand, or 100 more of our fans, and just keep it growing to the point where we take the airwaves back. Our goal in speaking out is to affect change, is to get the ball rolling back against, the powers that are controlling things. We have the good fortune to be able to travel as a band. We travel the world and see what the rest of the world thinks and how they're laughing at America and how they've lost respect for us and how everything we used to claim we stand for, freedom and all equality, has all gone out the window. But the pain's coming for everybody, and if it's coming for your job, he's coming for the unions, he's coming for everybody, that doesn't bow down to him.
And I love that, man. I mean, that is what punk is all about. He even says, I by no means think that punk should be uniformly one thing, But the punk that I was raised to listen to, it should be speaking up against abuses in the government. Adding, obviously something that's near and dear to our heart is workers' rights, he adds. At every level, Trump will turn his back on working people, favor the elite and the wealthy, so on behalf of punk rock, on behalf of regular people, on behalf of America as a whole, we feel like it's our duty to speak out.
If you were part of a union of working class people who were allowed to build a better life in the middle class in America, you listen to us. Because if you're out there buying those hats that these swindlers are selling at that fair, I'm sorry kids, I know there's kids here, then you're part of the problem, and I'll tell you why. Because you're being duped by the greatest swindler in the history of the world. You're being duped by a bunch of grifters and billionaires who don't give a shit about you or your family. They care about their tax breaks and the money they can put in their pocket. If you consider yourself a patriot and you're spouting off that election denying shit, I will fight your ass outside if you want to. Wake the f*** up! We're working class people. These people are the rich, the billionaires, and they don't give a shit. Thank you for listening.
And it's all a fucking scam, guys, okay? I want to propose, in the name of decency and fairness, sir, I'd like to propose a friendly wager. You can't lose this wager. Would you, in the name of dialogue and discourse, and I appreciate you being here, would you agree to a friendly wager? He says sure. That's a good sport. Well, first of all, do you support American workers? Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay. So, and do you support American businesses? Obviously. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys are aware, because we don't go around fucking bragging about it, but Dropkick Murphys always sells proudly made in America merchandise only. And here's the bet I'd like to make. If you lose the bet, we switch shirts, okay? If you win the bet, I give you $100 and the shirts, right? That's why I said you can't lose, right? All right, Matt, can we get a little drum roll, please? This is fucking high drama here. American made, sir, could you both turn backwards? Don't worry, no one's gonna. He just needs to check your tags on your shirt and your hat. Just need to see where they're made. No, the MAGA shirt, let's see where that's made. It's made in Nicaragua! Oh! So, no, he is a good sport, he's taking the shirt off. We're taking crime off the streets. God bless your fucking heart. That's a good sport. You get one proudly made in America Dropkick Murphys shirt.
And as if that wasn't good enough, the band is actually putting their money where their mouth is. Casey's public campaign to mobilize punk artists is being launched in partnership with Home of the Brave, a nonprofit founded by former Republicans with a focus on highlighting the negative impact of Trump's agenda on Americans. Casey will join the organization as a member of its advisory board, beginning his tenure with a set of videos that we just saw some of centered around his activism and call to action. And like we've seen, this is clearly nothing new, but I'm genuinely happy to see them ramping it up. Over the past year, Casey and the Dropkick Murphys have become increasingly vocal about their disdain for the president. In July, like I said, they dedicated their new single, First Class Loser, to Trump during their appearance at Warped Tour in Long Beach.
This next song is dedicated to a guy who wears orange makeup, shits his pants in his diapers, rapes women, touches kids. It's called First Class Loser!
And while the president has yet to respond directly to the Dropkick Murphys because he's a pussy bitch, other musicians who've criticized the president have found themselves in the crosshairs of his thirst for retribution. Trump threatened to investigate legendary singer-songwriter Bruce Springsteen after he endorsed former Vice President Kamala Harris. We've all seen what Donald Trump has to say about Taylor Swift, and the president also called for Beyonce to be prosecuted over baseless conspiracies that she was paid to endorse Harris. And as we all probably know, the administration is currently having a meltdown over the selection of Puerto Rican singer Bad Bunny to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. To which Ken Hesse said in the interview, I had never really listened to Bad Bunny's music, but after his performance in Happy Gilmore 2, I will go to the mat for that guy. God bless his heart, he is a true American. And he's goddamn right about that. Bad Bunny has been, and always will be more of a real American than any pedo-protecting MAGA moron. Which is also something I can proudly say for the Dropkick Murphys, as well as all 825,000 of y'all here at the channel with us. We so appreciate all of your support and the tremendous amount of growth you guys have helped contribute to here recently. And we intend to just keep that train running. We've had some awesome things happen. We had interviews with Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, congressman. The really American name, the brand, is getting out there, and it's all thanks to you guys, and it really allows for us to do more cool things. We're able to get these interviews, but we're also looking at doing like man on the street content, bringing on more people to cover more areas and potentially do town halls and really cool shit. Hell, I mean, it genuinely seems like if there's, the 6 degrees of separation, maybe we could even get Ken Hesse on for an interview. Hell, I mean, shout him out in the comments. Shout out the Dropkick Murphys. God, that would be a fucking dream come true to interview the Dropkick Murphys about their political activism. But it's within reach, folks. And it's all because of you. We really fucking appreciate the hell out of you guys. As well as people like Ken Hesse and the Dropkick Murphys for doing this really fucking important stuff. And for being just so kick-ass punk rock about it at the same time. Anyway, sorry for gushing a little bit there, but that is all for this video, folks. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.